to me, that's the big key. Are you present and are you observing? And present and observing. As soon as we become the observer and we're no longer in it, like it's not the driver anymore, we're there, right? We're present. We are letting the intuitive mind guide, and we're looking. And so then, what's the emotion in the human? What's going on? What's the response? What's here? And even the questions in the protocol is more geared that way, right? What's happening in the system? What's happening in my human? It's almost like they're on an operating table. You know, what's happening over here and that's happening there, and it's that's interesting. It's weird to talk about this point of view on the human. You know, even when I wrote about it, it was like it's just weird. And I don't talk about it as much as I actually think it. So, and it's honoring we're living this merged experience, right? We are this consciousness within this human mammal. And this human mammal has automatic ways of learning, automatic responses that happen for a purpose, because it is living in this physical world of space and time. And it's important there. And we're not fighting it. We're not trying to go, okay, when I'm separate from it in a meditation and I can totally like separate from the biology, then I have this big experience. We're kind of going, can you have this big perspective, big experience while fully engaged with what's happening in the body? And if what's happening in the body is this big reaction, big response, and there's all this chemistry happening, then we use these processes to kind of drop that away and kind of make more space to really receive what's available to us when we're in that big space. So the point of alignment, and I know it's like kind of getting down to the words and the details, and I find that there aren't quite the right words in our language, because it almost feels like I'm doing it right, I'm doing it wrong. I'm right or I'm wrong. Misalignment's wrong, alignment's right, right? So also then how do we talk about that? Because if we frame it like, if you really wanted to let it go, you would. But then when it's like, when I talk about, I couldn't quite get there. I didn't want to get there is not right. Like that doesn't frame it properly. But yet I know even in that choice, it's a process and I'm just not quite getting there yet. And there's also a truth that if I let it go, I have built-in ability to do that. So how do we talk about it when I just can't quite get there? And when we think about somebody going through a process of a child really facing some really, really difficult stuff, or especially grieving, we go, oh, well, automatically, like obviously that is going to be a real process because we're having to navigate this built-in physiology, this built-in biology that is like the core of our experience. We feel it with everything. We feel it with our sensations. We feel it in our body. It's painful to go through when that is in charge at that time. And I've heard that framed by different teachers in different ways. If we are fully in our energetic consciousness, even when we've lost someone in our lives, in our physical life, and if we're 100% engaged just there as is absolutely separated in that moment, and we can feel that energetic connection, there is no pain in that. All pain is felt in the human. All of it is felt in the human. And it's just part of this experience of merging that consciousness. in this physical experience. We came to experience all of that. So why are we getting away from it? We don't need to get away from it. But as soon as we're observing it, we're no longer fully engaged in it, although we can fully feel all the things going on. So there's times where grief can take you over and you can't think differently from it. You can't imagine your life beyond it. You can't engage with anyone else. You can't be present with anything. It is running the show. It is fully moving you. But you can be observing all the things that you're feeling. And all of a sudden there you're in alignment. To me, that's the big key. Are you present and are you observing? And present and observing. Even when we look at nervous system states.
These are opportunities for, like, without the uh, dysregulation of the nervous system and the emotional overload or whatever it is, we wouldn't have any um, avenue to come back into consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
They provide the guide rails for the road, right? It's like over here is I'm in my anger.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm observing my anger.
Mm-hmm.
And if I stay here, I can even understand
Mm-hmm.
where that came from. And my intuition can take me to a place there where I can experience this differently, So it's like the first step is the observation. But what we're saying is the process of this, of consciousness, is to be able to take. That's not where we stop. This is where this
yes.
is the biggest difference.
Yes.
Is like, so
Yeah.
for so many spiritual practices, or it's like my goal is regulation and settling the nervous system. And we're saying, well, that's just the starting point. Now is the opportunity for change. Now is the opportunity to view life differently. So even in something like grief, when I've gone through that, when we have when we're not overcome by the grief and the emotional response, and we move to observe it, and then we move over here, and then things that will not make any cognitive sense to the mind become our reality. All of a sudden we have a deep understanding that that person's not really gone. Oh, now I have opportunity to communicate with that person. Those aren't cognitive. You can't think that. You know that. It's like, that changes my reality here, because I don't have a sense of separation anymore. So then it's like, oh, that changes my, in the grief example, that changes it, because, and then I have a different view on my life and how long, I'm an eternal being and I'm having an experience. All those things become real when we, not when we believe them, when we know them.